family are hurt, who do you turn to? Who is local, personable, and would actually care about you and your loved ones?
My car was totaled. My leg was jammed up underneath the dashboard.
J.K. Nelson and his staff come to you when you are hurt in a crash. They walk you through the process every step of the way, so you know what is going to happen and what's happening with your case.
Within the hour, they came over to my house.
At J.K. Nelson Law Offices, we want you to know we are here for you in your time of need.
They got me to the case manager right away. They would call me periodically, giving me updates.
Call Jonathan Nelson today to find out more about how we can help you. 727-9900. That's J.K. Nelson at 727-9900.
If you're ever in an accident, J.K. Nelson Law is quick, efficient, and courteous.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
John Air carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call John Air.
Linux. Innovation never felt so good.
Stigma may not directly affect you,
but it harms the 1 in 5 Americans living with mental health conditions,
which prevents millions of people from seeking help.
So do yourself and everyone a favor.
Go to curestigma.org.
This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900. News is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Welcome to News 25 here on KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. Today is Friday, August 5th. Well, we have some current road information for you according to the Nevada Highway Patrol. Currently 178 and 127, those highways are currently open, and that was current as of 4:04 p.m. today, Friday, through Baker, California. Highway 372 and 190 are temporarily closed. They say here in Death Valley, unprecedented amounts of rainfall caused substantial flooding within Death Valley National Park. All roads into and out of the park are currently closed and will remain closed until park staff can assess the extensiveness of the situation. The California Department of Transportation anticipates it will take approximately 4 to 6 hours to open a road on Highway 190 towards the east of the park to allow an exit. There are approximately 500 visitors and 500 staff currently unable to exit that park. No injuries to staff or visitors have been reported. Approximately 60 cars belonging to visitors and staff are buried in several feet of debris at the inn at Death Valley. The floodwaters pushed dumpster containers into the parked cars, which caused cars to collide into one another. Additionally, many facilities are flooded, including hotel rooms and business offices. The Cow Creek water system, which provides water to the Cow Creek area for park residents and offices, has failed. Park staff have identified a major break in the line due to the flooding, which is being repaired. The remainder of the line is being inspected. The park received at least 1.7 inches of rain at Furnace Creek, nearly an entire year's worth of rain in one morning, as the park's annual average is about 1.9 inches of rainwater. The park is not expecting further monsoonal rain activity today, Friday. However, more rain is expected later in the week, and the ground is very saturated. The park is working closely with its partners at the California Department of Transportation and state and county emergency services on assessing the situation and damage. For more and current updates on alerts and conditions in the park, please visit nps.gov or follow the National Valley National Park on Facebook or Instagram. Of course, if you missed any of that, you can go on to our KPVM Facebook page, and of course, we've posted those photos as well. Well, the Sheriff's Office has responded to reports that the Federal Bureau of Investigation collected some files from them a few days ago. Sources say that the FBI was actually at the Nye County Sheriff's Office to collect evidence from the February 2019 case against Angela Evans, who was the CEO of Valley Electric Association. In 2019, Evans was arrested because they say that she may have charged over $75,000 to the electric cooperative for work done to her personal residence located on Winery Road here in Pahrump. The work was to reportedly relocate power lines across her backyard underground. Evans denied these allegations. The Nye County Sheriff's Office told News 25 back in December of 2019 that they cleared her of any wrongdoing, and also in December, District Attorney Chris Arabia decided not to pursue the charges against the former Valley Electric Association CEO. In 2020, Evans filed a civil lawsuit against the Nye County Sheriff's Office and Captain David Berukowitz as an individual. Berukowitz said he had no interaction with the FBI recently or any involvement with the warrant. Captain Berukowitz released this press release through the Nye County Sheriff's Office.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office can confirm that the FBI executed a search warrant on our agency yesterday. Although a warrant was not necessary because Sheriff Sharon Worley has always turned over records to the FBI upon request, upon their presentation of the warrant, all records requested were turned over. The affidavit for the warrant was sealed, and since the FBI is the investigating agency for the warrant, all questions relating to that investigation would need to be directed to the FBI, and no further comment will come from this office.
Well, this is very fitting for an amazing woman. Governor Steve Sisolak has proclaimed today, Friday, August 5th, 2022, a day in honor of Sandra Sam Merlino here in Nevada, in honor of the final day of the retiring county clerk after 28 years of service. And the elected official, the announcement was made, the day of distinction made in honor of a series of honors given to the clerk Merlino during the Board of County Commissioners meeting on August 2nd in Tonopah. The former County Commissioner Joni Easley presented the proclamation on behalf of the governor, as well as a certificate of appreciation from the Nevada Secretary of State, Barbara Sagaski, and a letter of appreciation from Sagaski, Chief Deputy Secretary of State Scott Anderson, and Deputy Secretary for Elections. As part of the duties of the county clerk, Merlino's office oversees elections here in Nye County. State Assemblyman Gregory Hafen presented a proclamation stating Merlino performed her duties as Nye County clerk with honesty, integrity, and an abiding devotion to duty, and that she is to be recognized and thanked for her exemplary service and her unwavering dedication to Nye County and its residents. Sheriff Sharon Worley gave Merlino a plaque for her partnership and support for the sheriff's staff during each election cycle. County Commissioner Chairman Frank Carboni presented a plaque from the county in appreciation for 28 years of service. We're going to show you that right now.
Well, it's a recognition from Barbara Sagaski, Secretary of State, to Sandra Sam Merlino for dedicated and exemplary service through your work with the Nevada and Nye County election processes between the periods of January 1994 to August 2022. Your contributions and hard work have earned you the gratitude of your fellow election workers and Nevada voters. With sincere appreciation, Barbara Sagaski.
I personally and genuinely want to thank you for what you've been through and what you've done for Nye County. You've been here since the 90s. I didn't realize you'd been there that long. But the last few years have been tough. We just listened to the governor's proclamation, and the governor, when he shut down the state 2.5 years ago, put you and your staff in a very odd predicament on how to try to ensure that the people of this county could get out and cast their vote. And you and your staff have done a wonderful job. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You've done a wonderful job for the county. And Senator Gocochea also wanted to send his congratulations and his warmest thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Well, I just wanted to tell her that I've enjoyed our partnership, and I've enjoyed traveling with her through this. we've done this for a long time now, and I'm going to miss you very, very much. We've done a lot of elections together, and she's always been there to support us, so we really are going to miss you.
We thank you again for all your support and all the things you've done for us. 28 years of service is great. So unfortunately, we don't have all the commissioners here, but staff, come on up. Thank you again for your service to the county.
Congratulations once again. She will be missed. News 25 will return right after this break.
Out of nowhere, a crash can happen when you least expect it.
We didn't see it coming.
Not all injuries are apparent at the time of the crash.
Within a matter of seconds, all we heard was two cars colliding together. Took my husband to the hospital. There's more to car accidents and insurance and everything that has to do with them than you understand. So we were referred to Jonathan Nelson because the case was more complicated than we initially thought.
Here at JK Nelson, we just want you to concentrate on one thing, getting better. Leave the rest to us. Give us a call today, 727-9900. That's JK Nelson Law at 727-9900.
They could help you better than you could ever help yourself, and I would highly recommend JK Nelson Law.
Call JK Nelson Law at 775-727-9900.
Hello from Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. We are a family-owned and operated business here in Pahrump. Our goal is to service and repair your air conditioner in a way that will keep you happy and satisfied as our customer. We now offer financing on new air conditioners and repairs over $600 with approved credit. So call us at Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating at 775-727-6800. 775-727-6800. License number 78175.
The hardware store that has it all. Pahrump Rentals and Do It Best Hardware. Quality tools including a massive channel lock product line, plumbing, indoor and outdoor growing supplies, custom hydraulic hoses, custom paint matching, key cutting. And we're more than just hardware. A huge hobby and art department, homeopathic remedies, Myers Natural Cleaning Products, Duke Cannon men's products, gourmet nuts and licorice, local honey and bee pollen, and all kinds of unique gifts. Shop local, everything. If you don't see it, we can get it at Pahrump Rentals and Do It Best Hardware.
Everyone deserves quality health care, but not everyone can afford it. That's why Silver State Health Services is providing high-quality, cost-effective health care to those who need it the most. Whatever your status, uninsured or underinsured, from babies to seniors, primary care to behavioral health, our mission is to offer everyone access to quality, affordable care. Silver State Health Services, dedicated to building a healthy community. Make your appointment today at silverstatehealth.org.
To see Nevada through dairymen's eyes is to see a place where cow sense leads to common sense, where traditions of thinking outside the barn yield a goodness you can measure by the glass, feeding the dreams of every neighbor, no matter how far down the road they might reside. A place where the stars always twinkle. From Moo to you, it's a Nevada way of life. It's the Milky Way.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest-reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, the Pahrump Regional Planning Commission has some item on their agenda that may be of interest to the public. The meeting is being held on Wednesday, August 10th at 6 p.m. at the Board of County Commissioners Chambers, located at 2100 East Walt Williams Drive here in Pahrump. Once again, the backyard chicken ordinance is back on the agenda. This item is to possibly allow for the keeping of chickens under specific conditions on village residential VR20 zoned parcels of land. 20,000 square feet or larger. And another item on the agenda is possible action for a public hearing, discussion, and deliberation on the application to allow for a 20 megawatt solar photovoltaic energy generating facility on Betty Avenue here in Pahrump. For more information, of course, you can go online to nyecounty.gov and look for the Pahrump Regional Planning Commission and their backup agenda items. Well, 2 healer puppies are up for adoption along with a bunch of other breeds at Never Forgotten Animal Society. Here's Pat Lemming to give you all of the details.
Today's Save a Pet segment is made possible by Realty Executives in Action. Put the team at Realty Executives in action for you.
Hey everybody, I'd like you to meet 2 healer puppies. They're both little girls. They are about 8 weeks old, and they are Elsa and Nala, and they're just the sweetest little girls. They're very well trained. They're housebroken. They really just need a home to go home to. Our adoption fee for puppies is $350, and it includes their spay, all of their vaccinations, rabies, and microchip. So come on in. We're open Monday through Saturday from 10 until 5 every day. No appointment necessary. Come on in and meet them and take them home. We are at 520 East Street, right behind Wells Fargo Bank, on the corner of Wilson and East Street in Pahrump. And we are open Monday through Saturday from 10 until 5 every day. Come on in. Our phone number is 775-537-8674. Come on in anytime and get all this loving.
All right. Well, we wanted to let the public know that despite all of the heroic efforts of Pat Lemming and the Never Forgotten Animal Society and the volunteers, of course, and donations, Chulo, the dog, did not survive his injuries sustained as a result of neglect and abuse. Chulo was found at a rest stop in Idaho. A couple picked him up on their way here to Pahrump. He was encased in a shell of his own fur where he could not move his limbs. He was so far gone, and although he was getting stronger every day, he took a turn last night and got worse. Pat called me devastated, and she could not save him. Rest in peace, Chulo. And we give all of our hearts and prayers to, of course, all the volunteers and, of course, Pat there at Never Forgotten Animal Society. If you would like to donate to any of the animals there, you can contact them on Facebook or give them a call. Well, 2 solar projects are still being proposed by BLM, though the BOCC voted against them when they were presented before the commissioners. On August 2nd, the Board of County Commissioners had an item on their agenda to discuss the approval of an invitation to participate as a cooperating agency to the Bureau of Land Management during the National Environmental Policy Act. The 2 proposed projects are the Copper Rays Solar Project, proposed by Copper Rays LLC, and Rough Hat Clark County Solar Project, proposed by Candela Renewables. At this meeting, Commissioner Leo Blendo speaks and motions to accept this invitation. Commissioner Bruce Jabor seconds his motion.
I'm inclined to accept the invitation just so we can extrapolate and continue to cement on the record that we are against these projects. What are your thoughts?
10 for that.
I'll make a motion to accept the invitation for participating.
In the Bureau of Land Management's during the Environmental Policy Act. Okay, great. Appreciate that. Do I have a second?
Jabor seconds.
The Copper Rays Solar Project and the Rough Hat Clark County Solar Project are entirely located on BLM land in the Pahrump Valley, Nye County area, adjacent to the Clark County line. The Copper Rays Solar Project is on the southeast side of Pahrump. This project will be a 700 megawatt photovoltaic power plant on approximately 5,127 acres. Construction will take approximately 72 months, and 500 to 700 workers will be needed. Once this power plant is finished, it will house 10 full-time positions needed to operate. The Rough Hat Clark County Solar Project will be approximately right next to the Copper Rays Solar Plant. This 400 megawatt photovoltaic power plant will be located on approximately 2,400 acres of land. This project will take about 12 to 18 months to complete, with about 400 workers to construct. The commissioners voted 5-0 against these projects in 2021. However, the BLM says that they are still moving forward. The agenda item was to involve Nye County in all of the correspondence and movements on these projects moving forward. If contracted, the solar plant will be located on the west side of Highway 160, entering Pahrump south of Mountain Falls. During the meeting, Commissioner Frank Carboni then calls for the question.
Call for the question.
Aye.
Aye.
Jabor's aye. Carboni's aye.
Strickland's
And I imagine Strickland's aye. Thank you.
Well, there is a special event happening over this weekend to honor and remember those who were injured and those we have lost during wartime.
Purple Heart Day is coming up this Sunday. It's going to be from 6 to 7 p.m. at the Veterans Memorial. Purple Heart Day is something set up by George Washington back in the 1700s and reinstituted by the Army in 1931. And since then, it's always been on August 7th, and it moves to a different day each year, and this year it falls on Sunday. Purple Heart is a medal earned by someone in the military that is either killed or wounded in combat. I was injured during Vietnam. My brother was killed during Vietnam. Purple Heart Day ceremony this year is sponsored by the VFW. The VFW commander will do the introduction and then turn it over to the Master of Ceremonies, and then we'll have the typical program. And this is probably a program that we're going to rotate between the different veteran organizations each year. We invite everybody to come out. We're going to recognize the Gold Star families first, and then we'll recognize the Purple Heart recipients, and then we'll also recognize all the DVs, distinguished visitors that come out. And distinguished visitors like our elected officials, our sheriff, our fire chief, people that participate in our community, but there's so many others. We're talking about the Silver Tappers. We recognize them whenever they come out. So those are DVs, the dignitaries that we recognize. So it's located right near the library, is at the Chief Tacoma Cemetery. Right inside the gate on the left-hand side is the Veterans Memorial. Arrive early. It's going to start promptly at 6. We have to get everybody parked, so we can start right at 6. And it should end by 7 o'clock, but the latest will be 7:30.
Right after this break, we'll have your health report.
When you're hurt in a car wreck, this is what the insurance companies want to pay you. This is what we want to get you. Call Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys today.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Now handling CPAP cases.
Everyone knows that landscaping in the desert can be a challenge. Land Art Landscaping is a licensed landscape contracting company that can design and install your own beautiful desert or even tropical oasis right here in Pahrump. Also, weeds can overcome your lot in no time. Land Art Landscaping can clean up the weeds and put you on a monthly service program to keep your yard maintained. Commercial and residential, call Land Art 727-8512. That's Land Art at 727-8512.
Horizon Markets are a one-stop shop for convenience. Are you wanting to enjoy a hot cup of coffee and a pastry? Needing some fuel? Or want a simple refreshment or snack? Come visit one of our 6 Horizon Market locations near you. We also have the loosest slots around town with over $1 million in payouts. You will get Pahrump's hometown value where convenience and low prices meet. So no matter who you are, you'll find your Horizon in Pahrump.
Over the years, you pay your insurance. But the minute you're in a car wreck, the insurance companies treat you like a crook.
Don't be bullied by the insurance companies. Get Lerner & Rowe.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. Also brought to you by Silver State Health. Visit silverstatehealth.org or call 702-471-0420 for an appointment. News 25, local news you can count on.
Well, it's hard to believe that the first day of school is right around the corner, and you can bet a lot of kids are going to have a hard time waking up, especially if they didn't have a regular schedule over the summer. So what can parents do to help ease that transition?
So it's important to start that transition early so that there's not a big jump whenever you get back to going to school, and there's not going to be that whiplash where you're kind of real tired maybe for the first few weeks of school.
Dr. Brian Chen is a sleep specialist with Cleveland Clinic. He says if a child's wake-up time is a lot different than when school starts, that transitional period is going to be even more important. Otherwise, a child could wind up dealing with sleep deprivation, making it harder for them to concentrate in class. It is also important for their energy level and performance in sports. He says the transition period is going to be different for every child, depending on when they normally wake up. So if there is a big gap between when they wake up now and then when school starts, he suggests parents change their sleep routines sooner than later. That way, the child has an easier time adjusting.
Tips for transitioning include just tips that we give people for a good night's sleep. So that can include not drinking too much caffeine or any sugary drinks during the day, or not having a meal too late at night. Same goes for exercise. Try to do it during the day and not too late at night. Anything that would be stimulating that would cause you to be unable to fall asleep.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
We've had some interesting weather. I wonder what's going to happen over the weekend. John's going to tell us all about it right after this.
2022 has been nicknamed the Great Resignation. If you find yourself in this situation and want to change careers, why not invest in yourself and build your own business? A career in real estate is one where hard work is rewarded with unlimited income. Sound good? We have an online pre-licensing school available. Call me, Norma Jean, at 775-209-5819.
Thank you for once again voting the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza Best of Pahrump as #1 in vehicle sales and service 4 years in a row. Visit PahrumpCars.com to check out our amazing lineup of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, along with tons of high-quality pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models. Plus, get your vehicle's value, a free credit score, even get pre-approved. Our goal is finding you the right vehicle and making it the right price. Need your vehicle serviced? PahrumpCars.com has you covered. Click on Service and Parts to schedule an oil change, tune-up, or any repair, big or small. Our ASE and GM trained technicians do it all. While you're there, check out our new accessories page and customize your ride today. All accessories can be shipped directly to you or be sent to the Auto Plaza for easy installation. That's PahrumpCars.com.
When I was young, I was plagued by fear and self-pity. Drinking made me care less about my insecurities.
My life was in shambles, and I was trying to figure out how to pick up the pieces.
At first, I never drank on the job, but eventually I did.
Removing alcohol wasn't enough. It left me depressed and lonely. That's where AA offered a solution.
The people I met thought like me. For the first time in my life, I felt like I wasn't so crazy.
I remember sitting in the AA meeting and thinking, I finally found a place where I belong.
I never thought I could have made it through those hard times as the happy person I am today.
AA not only keeps me sober, it helps me live a much better life.
I found out I can do this thing, one day at a time. I've never been happier in my life. If you have a problem with alcohol, contact AA. It works for me.
And for me.
And for me.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. Happy Friday. Glad we all made it together and looking forward to this weekend. But let's take a look at the weather map. Fernley, 82, 80 degrees up in Fallon. Carson City, 78. So you're all basically about 80 degrees up north. As we push south, our cool spot is Tonopah at 65. Tonopah, Goldfield at 68, Beatty at 80, and Amargosa at 84. All of us are under a major flood warning, so watch out. Could happen anytime. The storm comes up and the water comes, and you know how it do. But Las Vegas, safe, and the hot spot in the state today at 90 degrees. Death Valley saw 94. Boy, you're down about 20 degrees. Look at that, Death Valley. Nice night to be in the desert there. 86 degrees here in the Paradise of Pahrump. That's our current temperature. 87 just a little bit earlier. And that was our high today. The winds out of the southwest to 11 miles per hour. Sure felt good with that humidity index at 58%. Man, it has been muggy. Sun rose this morning at 5:53, setting this evening at 7:45. It's going to be a gorgeous sunset under cloudy skies, and we'll head for a low tonight of 72 degrees, and that humidity just pushing up 63%. Should be like cloudy tomorrow with that much wind, don't you think? But no, look at this Saturday, Sunday. Gorgeous sunny skies, winds about 7 miles per hour. Temperatures in the upper 90s, topping out about 99 degrees on Sunday. Looks like a return of the clouds Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Increasing chance of rain. We might catch a break on Monday, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for sure. We're going to get some rain. Winds staying moderate, under 10 miles per hour, and the lows at night about 77 degrees. Nothing to complain about. Look forward to this weekend, and I hope to see you on the other side. Back to the desk. Here's Deanna.
All right, this is Rory. I think
Hi.
you guys have seen Rory before. Rory has been here for a while, and she comes here during the summers and helps us out and edits. And she was doing master control. She's been helping us edit, but she's going to go back to school.
Yep,
She kept her sleep schedule, though.
I did. Was not one of those kids during the health segment that did that.
I want to tell you how much we appreciated you coming up this summer, and just a shooting star. You're going to have to keep an eye on her. Definitely. Thank you so much for everything you did.
Thank you.
She's going to help us out a little bit, I hear, on the weekends still. So you're going to see her around, and she is one of those very, very valuable employees that we have here. I just want to make sure that we recognize her and everything that she has done here for KPVM TV. And if you're looking for a job, like Rory, helping edit, give us a call, 727-9400, extension 201. Thanks, Rory. Have a great year at school. Gonna see you here and hopefully see you around in the news field and here next summer, maybe too. All right, have a great weekend, you guys. Good night.
Good night.
This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900. News is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital.